Thank you so much, everyone, and welcome back. I certainly hope wherever you are today, you're feeling good, you're feeling refreshed. There are things for you to look forward to. And if there's not, you always have the opportunity to create and manufacture your hope and things to look forward to. Today, I want to talk to you about turning away from the dark heart state, turning away consciously from the dark heart state. What do I mean by that? What moves you in the heart is what you will move toward. What moves you in the heart is what you will move toward. And we hear all the time, oh, there's a battle between good and evil. And we talk about the battle for the soul. And I would submit to everyone listening to this message, the greater battle, truly, and I don't deny a battle, but the greater battle is for your heart. The greater battle is for your heart. And it doesn't matter how smart you are. This is not a conversation about IQ or intellect. The IQ is irrelevant when it comes to what ignites your heart, what moves your heart. The heart is where you live in your innermost world, your true world. Your true world. That is who you are. It is who you are in your heart. It is your essence. The clothes, the hair, the car, the credentials, the gestures, the packaging. These are all shell aspects of the self, the outer layer. You could paint a tortoise 78 different colors, 78 days in a row. It will have no impact on what is going on deep in the heart, beyond the shell. And I've spent a good part of my life and career researching degradation, negativity, and evil. It's been necessary to gain a deeper understanding of human nature, of what goes on for most of us. And I had a breakthrough moment. It was a massive, spiritual breakthrough moment when I understood, not with my head, because that's part of what the problem can be. We're so in our heads, the intellectual aspect. But this life work is truly heart work at its core. So I had the breakthrough in my heart and deeply understood that what matters most at any given point in time, is what is moving you in your heart. Because that is truly what, I don't care. I'm not talking about appearances of what it appears, what you're moving toward. What you are actually truly moving toward is whatever is in your heart. And I want to talk about turning away from a darkness that can reside. It can be a residue that can reside in the heart. And oftentimes it's a secret darkness. And if you hold it in your heart, it will become true for you. It will become your truth. And truth is not about what you present to the world. Get away from that, because that'll cause a problem for you. It's not about what you present to the world. It's about what you're holding in your heart. What flows through the heart. And how does a heart become dark? It's very simple. Very simple. All you need to do is entertain dark thoughts and dark aspects of life for a period of time, because it can be instant, or for a prolonged period of time. And the dark aspects, they don't even need to be things you brought into your life consciously. They can be things thrust upon you that ended and you choose to keep entertaining it. I know a woman who got married at 19. She was abused in the marriage for 15 years. It's all she talks about to this day. To this day, this is all she talks about. Her heart and soul have gone into the darkness of depression. And darkness runs on a continuum. Depression is a form of darkness, and so is thievery, robbing people. It's like two baseball players on the same team that hold different positions on the field. Now, this man has long since left this woman, and she still wants to replay and revisit all the aspects of the perverse abuse. She was once bubbly, happy, and she has gone dark. She entertained it. And I know another man, very financially successful in his field. He's also extremely lonely, and he's mean. He never misses an opportunity he complains. He speaks poorly about others, and he aggressively and actively entertains the darkness of malicious gossip and degradation. And folks, I will tell you, as I live and breathe, darkness offers two choices. It's an invitation that's giving you two choices. You dance with me in your heart, or turn away from me and elevate. It's really a black and white issue, no pun intended. You will either entertain it or turn away. And these things that people do, these behaviors, you see it on the news. What you're seeing is people engaging with the dance of darkness. Why? How does it happen? It happens because you choose to put on your dance slippers and get on the floor with it, starting to dance. And the weaker you are in your thoughts, your spirit, your mind, and your heart, the more irresistible the invitation, because you have not taken the time to fill yourself up with the goodness of thought, the lightness of thought, elevation, purity. It boils down to where you place your focus. It really does. That darkness can harness a momentum. And you feel like, is this all there is? That's not all there is, but it's what you seek. It's what you're dancing with. What floor will you choose to dance on? I love the floor of liberation and clarity. The music on this dance floor is rhythmic, it's easy to understand, and very refreshing. What I want everyone to really see, and not just see it, but feel it. Living dark is a hell you create for yourself. Darkness in the heart of any kind means degradation to your life. I said it again and again. Anything that's in your heart, whatever is in your heart, you got to nurture it. You got to look at it. You got to feed it. So fill it up. Fill it up with things that feel good, that can sustain you, things that make sense, things that are of elevation. You can't have anything in your heart and not live it out for yourself. That's why resentment is a form of darkness. You resent this person, that person, but you have to live it out. You have to maintain it. You have to entertain it. But Sheila, I've been hurt. They upset me. I get it. I get it. Give it away. Give it to God. Let that energy go freely out of your heart, because you are the one stuck on the ground doing the maintenance. If you create for yourself the size of resentment, the size of a baseball field, you've got to cut the grass. You've got to tend the weeds. That's yours to cut. On the flip side, if you create an Olympic-sized swimming pool of joy, good fruits of life, good information, good thoughts, you get to swim in that pool. Don't you see? It's what you create. You get to swim in that pool all day, every day, 24 hours a day. What do you choose to create? Which dance floor do you choose to reside on? And it's also worth mentioning that simply thinking good thoughts and doing good deeds, you can think a good thought. It's righteous. That can be lovely in its own right. And you can do a good deed. You can volunteer at the food pantry for 20 years in a row, for 10 weeks straight. But if you have darkness in your heart as you're doing it, if you're doing it for show, so to speak, you can't it won't even translate within you. It won't translate it within you. Whatever is not felt in the heart is not filled in the heart. You know how you get full? Reaching for and joining with the hand of God in all sincerity and walking a clean, lifted life rooted in gratitude. That will transform a heart. That will transform a heart in an instant. I do understand that it can feel like a heavy lift only for a while, only in the grand scheme of life momentarily. But then you touch that place of elevation and it gets easier and easier and easier. This has been Inspirational Shorts with Sheila. Thank you so much. I'll connect with you soon.